huge. Now,
never say die. The Pacers of college basketball.
Exactly. Now, your favorite, the best
rim protector.
So,
okay. So
what do you think?
The best rim protector?
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. I think right now Kalkbrenner is the best.
The one thing is I thought Common would, and I guess maybe this is possibly minutes played. I thought he'd block more shots. Just being that huge and that athletic.
Oh yeah. Well,
he certainly affects shots, but yeah, I just thought he'd be like when people call him like Rudy Gobert and everything. Like, I don't think we're even in the ballpark there.
I've told you, lankier DeAndre Jordan is what I think is the more realistic with Rudy Gobert hands.
I want to look up DeAndre Jordan. So he was 6.8 block percentage, which is good. It's not like anything incredible.
While you do your research, what's your thoughts on me saying Kalkbrenner's the best drop coverage big in this?
Oh, they don't have it. Dang. Kalkbrenner being the best drop coverage big. Probably. Yeah.
And I don't think people realize how translatable day one that skill is, being a drop big.
Probably. No, he's always been an awesome rim protector. Like, that was the first thing that he really did in college. Yeah.
So what do you think of this kind of list right here? So, man, I might.
Do you think Sorber over Berenger?
No, I was literally about to change that, and I was even going to put Newell in front of there. So, no offense to Sorber. I think Sorber's great and stuff. He's got a 7'7" wingspan, but he's 6'9", like barefoot. I think 6'10" in shoes.
Berenger was plus 8.75, I think.
Yeah, and Berenger's got the hops.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and Berenger, like the movement, like rim protection isn't just blocking shots; it's affecting shots. It's like just covering the basket in general.
Yeah, Newell is another guy that I think is also just moves well. He knows how to contest shots and use his verticality to, like, I guess, like move and just kind of readjust to get the block shots, and that's really why I think his mobility there is a huge one. I think Sorber, his mobility hurts him as a rim protector. I think he's actually kind of more of a drop big than of like a traditional like SWAT shotter or a shot swatter.
But drop big like doesn't mean like drop big. The purpose of a drop big is to protect the rim.
No, 100%. What I mean is think drop big. Like Kalkbrenner is more of your Brook Lopez drop big, if that makes sense. Where I think Brook Lopez is the best at dropping and still getting the blocks.
You're talking more as somebody that just kind of holds their size rather than goes for blocks. Like
Kalkbrenner, like will get blocks similar to Brook Lopez.
Kalkbrenner is going to block shots. Yeah,
he's going to block shots, but they also do a good job of dropping, getting into position, and holding their size and making sure that the rim, whoever's attacking the rim, is going to have to basically avert them in some sort of capacity, and that is either going to allow them to just use their verticality to just make it a good contest without fouling, or an easy just block. And another guy who was like that was Neemias Queta coming out of college.
Yeah.
And I think Kalkbrenner,
he was a lot bigger. But
but I think Kalkbrenner out of the guys. And my thing with Kalkbrenner, why I have him too, out of all of them, the guys behind him, he's the one that I feel behind Mowatch is most likely to be able to get drafted by a team, and day one his rim protecting skills will translate.
That's like the big skill for him for sure. Yeah, you're expecting him to rim protect.
What do you think of Sean?
Berenger, like that's his biggest skill, is what people are hoping for.
Yeah,
rim protection, ground coverage.
Sorber, Fleming, Zerkarski, Momo Fay. Dude, Momo Fay, I saw him last week in Italy, bro. the kid moves like he probably, you know, when you watch like European stuff or you watch like these tournaments and you look at somebody, you're like, that looks like the NBA. There's always, at least there's camps, a lot of the guys don't look like NBA athletes, and then there's the ones that do look like NBA athletes or like pro athletes. Like Momo Faye like developed, moved well, kind of like, and it wasn't like a Khalif drop type like movement. Like this guy's like 6'9", more like just muscular, compact but long, kind of going in the Momo Muhammadu Gi, not the Momo Gay, not Mo Gay, but Muhammadu Gi kind of mold, maybe less lankier. I actually really like him. Vlad Golden's another one. But what do you think of the next Newell, Jean, Sorber, Fleming, Zakarski, Faye, Golden as the round out the latter half?
Asa is a rim protector. Like I think he should certainly bring some of that, and is a very good athlete. Yeah, like I don't see like huge issues. I'm almost wondering Zakarski, just based on him being enormous and like that problem.
He regressed
on skill. Yeah. But it's like as a rim protector, like that's kind of what you're relying on him as. Yeah, like
would you have Rasheer?
I probably have Zakarski over him just in that skill set.
What about over Sorber?
Probably not. Yeah.
Vlad Golden, Momo Faye. You like those at the bottom too, or would you have two other guys like Yannick, Conan, Niederhauser?
On just that skill alone, probably Conan Niederhauser, yeah.
Over a Golden?
Yeah.
Any other bigs you think we need to keep? Like you know who's one that I'm surprised not getting hype? Cedric. From Portsmouth. Keenan.
Who?
Cedric from College.
Oh, Caden Shedrick. Oh, yeah.
Caden Shedrick. Yeah. Holy crap! I said Cedric. Caden Shedrick. Yeah. He's coming out of
I'm wondering if he's going to get drafted. So, yeah.
Do you think or no?
Probably not.
I know, but what, he was 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan.
I think you're being very generous with.
He measured. He was one of the at Portsmouth. He was one of the only 7-footers.
He had a long wingspan,
and he had the second or third largest wingspan at Portsmouth.
No, he was up there. Like the longest.
Also, I know his block numbers weren't great at college, but he is a Texas big, so they do a good job at getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Caden Shedrick's like a name to mention as like an honorable mention. Yeah.